Hello, whoever's in here. Hopefully this thing's on a flop. Seven of you on board already. I'm doing better than earlier. This is the first time using the new sharpener. Big chain and I don't want to do it by hand. Just taking it slow, get a feel for it. Viklam, hello. I hit some metal today with the 28-inch bar and started curving through and then it stopped oiling, so once this is sharp, I gotta check out the bar and see what kind of damage I did. I gotta redress it, but I got a 36-incher coming for this saw. This is working out beautifully. Lude, I'm just gonna call you Lude. How are you? My first time running this sharpener. I'm a big hand file guy, so I'm just trying to make sure I got all my adjustments right. If you see my big head getting in here. I picked this up used from a gentleman who ran a shop. And he only ever used it for filing down rakers, so far so good. I got a brand new stone on there. And this is much better than hand filing. How is everybody? Welcome to the party. It's doing a beautiful job. This is going so well, I might even pull up a seat. This is a saw that it was on, this chain, Farmax 660V. Beautiful undaunted muffler. The neighbors love how it sounds. Here's the bar I cooked today. Axe and machete. Yeah, I've done plenty of that, but this is much more fun. See, I got a ton of heat in this bar today. I was buried in a log bigger than the bar and didn't realize it wasn't oiling, so now she looks a little more used than she actually is. So I got a little lip I gotta file off. Once I'm done sharpening, that's what I'm gonna start doing, but this is what I get for heating with firewood. So far, this is working out beautifully. Beautiful gullet, everything. Too many teeth on this to do by hand. Oh yeah, this definitely hit some metal today. I think there was a couple nails in the wood I was cutting. This blade wasn't terrible. It's just cut and crooked, so I'm just using this to get everything square again and all cut the same. This is a factory Farmac blade and it's held up great. So we'll see how this cuts tomorrow when I'm doing more firewood, but for now, this is saving me a ton of time. I may never hand file again after this. It's very cold. I should have wore gloves tonight. It's definitely chilly out, and I need heat in my garage, but I don't have the funds for that. Probably come a hair deeper in this. Again, first time, so I'm just trying to figure out my settings. That looks nice. Getting a good cutting edge, getting the gullet. Pretty sure you're supposed to clean your chain before you do this, but I'm being lazy. You have a good view there. Everybody say hello. Who's in there? Let's move you in close so you see what's happening. Am I back to square one already? I am. So I'm going to hit these again because I changed my depth just so I know they all match. I'm just tapping it so I don't overheat. I'll end up having a hardened blade and I'll never be able to hand file it if I'm in the woods again. So this is definitely a more efficient way than I was doing it. I'm already halfway done and it's been 12 minutes. I'd still be on the first few. I did this by hand. How is everybody tonight? Alright, I think I'm almost to the point where I adjusted this because I'm not doing much right now. I'm just double checking. Alright, so this is probably where I dropped it. Yeah, all these look pretty well done. So, let me rotate this a hair. Now, what I think I have to do the other side. Loosen this, maybe. Put this to 30 degrees on the nose so it matches. Yeah, no. Liter this? 420. This is money. Patience. I'm used to hand filing, so this is nothing. Now let me just make sure. This is very much so money. I'm probably taking out a little bit too much gullet. Yeah, no, nobody likes hand filing. Up until about 15 minutes ago, I was always a hand filer, and now I might throw my files away. This is definitely nice. I just like the fact that it's very uniform. Everything's exactly the same now. So I was running this chain today, and I was probably in a 40 plus inch log, and it's only a 28 inch bar. And I wasn't paying enough attention, and I smoked the bar on it. I got some metal on metal crime, and I believe this is my only 28 inch chain I have right now, so I got to make it last. I got some on order. But I'm liking how this is turning out. It's giving me a beautiful edge. So I cut through and I realized the bar was hot enough I couldn't touch it. It's one of those rut-row raggy moments. So, I think I just cut my finger open. If my fingers were warm, they would probably bleed, but they're frozen right now. But this thing is coming out minty. Also, these are cheap Amazon stones. I wasn't spending any big money until I now realize I love this thing. I don't know if this is anybody's first time watching, but if it is, I'm going to tell you anyways. the title I have, the GUD dad, the good dad. I originally said I'm going to do YouTube to try to inspire some fathers to just get up and do it. So if you're going to want to pronounce it good dad, you're wrong. It's the good dad. I know how to spell. May be dumb, but I'm not stupid. So yeah, I started rebuilding a bunch of vintage saws that are on the wall behind me. I wanted another hobby. It used to be old cars and building race cars and stuff, and then I got married and I couldn't afford that. So I switched to fixing up old tractors. And then I had a kid and I couldn't afford old tractors anymore, so I started working on old chainsaws. So eventually when I have another kid, I'll have to switch to, like, I don't know, Hot Wheels or Overtime. I should almost be done with this. When I do, I'll give you guys a close-up of what I got here. Probably not going to take the rakers down this just yet. This is only the first time this chain's getting sharpened. I'll throw my raker gauge on it and see, but I shouldn't need it. And I think I'm back to square one. Double check my first couple ones, see how I did. Yeah, this definitely makes life easy. Yep, I'm back to my paint mark. Flip this, I don't even know where the switch is on this damn thing. Let's give you a close-up here of what's happening. This is my starting point. Let me get some of those burrs off. Can you guys, where the hell's my camera? Got a decent gullet. I could probably go a hair deeper, honestly. I'm just missing a scotch in there. I don't know if you could see up in this top corner. That little bit of dull spot, I want to try to get rid of that, but this is my first time, so. Most of them look pretty darn good. I think we're gonna just send it, y'all. That one's beautiful. But yeah, that's plenty sharp. It's got a nice cutting point on it. It's nice and straight, so if I have any issues with my cuts curve, and I know it's in the bar, so we're gonna move on to that next. Let me grab my fancy tool, wherever the hell I left that. Ooh, I gotta find it now. Where do I leave it? I know I have one. Let me check. The part's been over here. Put it in here. I might have to do this the old-fashioned way in a second. You guys can't tell, but my garage is a mess. I start a project, finish a project, I don't clean up, so I start yet another project. Here it is. Okay. Let's check out, let me get you guys angled here. Gives me a nice close up, a little chest action. Get it. Grab my seat so you can kind of see what's happening. 16 of you, hello all. So, this is a somewhat new bar. This has only got probably 30 cuts on it. And it's got, you can't see that, but my nail's grabbing here. So, I ran out of oil. Well, it stopped oiling in mid-cut. I don't know why, but I blew it out and it works. So I'm gonna redress this bar quick so it hopefully cuts straight again. You should do this in a vise, but I'm doing it where you guys can see. So here's a little cheap dressing tool. It's just a file. Helps hold it square. So I don't know if you could see how shiny this lip is getting, but it's peeling that lip down so your chain rides the way it's supposed to. I'll show you what I'm talking about when it gets shiny. All right, you see how I'm kind of, oh, you're not on camera. See that nice shiny piece? You don't want that. This file's getting all covered up already. Off, so it starts charging. Okay. Clean out the file a little bit. So, I'm just going to make this all even again. Sounds better, it looks better. There's no lip. That's good. You can see how I'm starting to score down. That's just because it's getting more level. I got some back at the tail end too. You can see, I mean, anywhere there's paint missing is where it got real hot. Not good. Not good at all, so that's why we're here. All right, here's a perfect example. If you were curious, try to get the light to hit it just right. There's a lip. Let me grab a knife so you can see. So there's no lip here. Blade goes smooth across. You get stuck there. So I got a ton of heat in this thing, which isn't good. I wasn't paying good attention. I just I got probably 6 to 8 cords worth of rounds dropped of log length. So I'm trying to burn through that as fast as I can. And in doing so, I messed up the brand new bar. So now we're here. YouTube live on your mistakes, because that's what we do, and hopefully somebody learns from this. Yeah. So I'm heating with firewood. So we're cutting firewood. Lots of it. I got probably 6 cords in the back that are been sitting for a year. I gotta. Mike D, what's up? We're repairing some mistakes here. We all make them. The paint on this, I kind of wish it wasn't here because it's clogging up my file. right there. I felt like it did it. That's gone. That's gone. How are you, Mike? I ordered a 36-inch bar for this saw. A couple extra chains. Mainly off-grid in the house. Everybody, so Mainly always is the person that reminds me. If you're watching, I gotta do some work here, folks. Here we go. I'm learning the YouTube ways. I'm still new to this. You guys get a close-up of my handsome face. I look like Marv from Home Alone with this hat on. That's for sure. Mainly's in the house. Mainly, I messed up today. I was 28-inch bar buried. I got some heat in there. So we're fixing the mistakes. We tried out the new sharpener and it works. Chain is beautifully sharp. But we're just dressing up the bar with the sticky bandits. She started cutting like a horseshoe, so we're gonna hopefully mitigate that. If not, we're gonna have horseshoe-shaped wood. You know how I am with sketchy shit. We get along. We're good friends. I got my new Beaver log roller. It's on the floor over there. Almost crushed myself. It was awesome. So yeah, everybody follow everybody. Like, subscribe to each other, but comment on a video because YouTube's stupid and will take your follow away. Oh, it's good down here. So yeah, we got a 36-inch bar coming. That's gonna go on the 660 that I'm using as a footrest because that's what you do. And then what else? The 038 running great. That's another Farmax saw, another clone. I don't have steel money, but I don't have Farmax money either. But I have Farmax. I got steels, but old steels. Also trading. Yeah, so that one buried the bar. That split up to a fork. And those two, that section was significantly bigger than what I cut in the short. If anybody hasn't seen that, when we're done here, go check it out. The saw's an animal. It rips. But yeah, so where that fork in the tree was where I had this bar buried and didn't realize that, hey, there's no oil coming out. And when the wood was smoking, I knew that was it. It was done for. And after that, we were cutting smiley faces and everything. So we're just getting rid of this burr here. This is all feeling pretty good. Yeah, I think that's about good. We'll check out the other side. Let me blow out my file here. All right. Here we go. All right. Anybody new in here? We got 44 of you. Let's check this out. This is the chain that came off this bar. New sharpener. Come on, focus. Focus. Get with me here, people. So yeah, we got the gullet. Buck and Billy Ray would be proud. I could have went a hair deeper. I got that little nick at the top of that. But she'll cut. That'll do, pig. So we're gonna leave that there for now until we finish up dressing up this bar. Dress her up for prom. Just double check my work here. Not too shabby. Start the other side. So you can do this with a regular flat file. I just happen to have something that's easier to hold on to. This isn't as bad. This is the top. This isn't that bad at all. Backside is. Where's this lip? Yo, you could see that on the camera, right? Not here. You turn it so you can see this. There's a big lip right here. Until my nails catching. I want to get rid of that. Bob Ross would say this wasn't a mistake, it was a happy accident. I was too excited to be cutting wood. And was not paying attention. Yeah, do what Mainly said. Hit that like button. Thank you, everybody. And then go to everybody else's channel and sub up. Because we all need the help. So we're just getting dressed up. I hope everybody's weekend. Oh, guy. I'm doing great, man. Fixing some happy accidents. Got the bar a little too hot today. My feet are freezing. I'm wearing Crocs in the garage. What's the temp in here? It's 48. That's not terrible. But yeah, she ran out of, well, didn't run out of oil. It stopped oiling. For unknown reasons at this time. It's inconclusive, but I'll find out tomorrow when I'm cutting more firewood. So this all feels good. This feels back to normal. I think we're in good shape on this side, so. Old guy, how's your Husqvarna running? Real outdoor living. Hello. God, it gets me so happy seeing people in here. I did a live earlier. I was cutting firewood, and for 20 minutes, I had no viewers. And I'm kind of thinking, maybe it was YouTube's fault. Maybe it's not me. But I got 45 of you in here. That's probably a record for me, guys. I appreciate it. I got to break stuff more often. If I can get 50, all right, 15 likes. I'm not going 50. We're not crazy. 15 likes. We'll start a chainsaw. The 660, the loudest chainsaw I have. Real outdoor living. Thanks for coming by. Ooh, this file's getting clogged. So we're just gonna push harder and make it work. This bar was so pretty, and now it just looks beat up. Mainly, what happened, bud? You been sick? What kind of sick? The kind of sick that you have to recoup in Maine, or? Don't lie to me. I mean, Maine makes everybody feel better. You slept for That means you didn't go to the gym. Oh, my goodness. Well, I hope you're feeling better. It's not COVID. That's not real anymore. Maybe I could flip. Oh, learn something new. Maybe. I can move the file on this thing. Ain't that sweet? Or at least bang the paint from my bar out of it. How well does it? Yeah, it seats normal when you do that. Let's flip her over, gang. Let's try something new. 17 hours. That is very unlike you. I've been lucky and haven't got... I had like a dumb cold or something last week. Now I just had the sniffles because I'm physically cold. I was blowing my nose. I don't know if any of you were lucky enough to also have sleep apnea, but I had a runny nose and my CPAP pushed it into like my chest, so I was coughing. 2 caskets in the basement of a morgue. One looks at the other and says, "Hey, is that you coughing?" Later on, we'll get to the dirty jokes. Okay, now for the top half. This is where I should be moving lots of material. Oh, she's chunky. I might try to push this file out so I can do both sides at once, because I'm greedy. Because I'm sure the tool was meant to do this the right way, not the speed things up for everybody kind of way. Come on, there's almost 50 of you in here. We should be able to hit 15 likes and start a really loud chainsaw. Just quick. And I don't know if you notice, I don't have a microphone on because I learned the microphone cuts out loud noises. Chainsaws are loud noises. And you guys couldn't hear the symphony of noises that were happening in my garage at a late hour of the night. I got some other projects that once I figure out what I do at my new job, I should be able to have the brain capacity to get in the garage. I got to make some signs out of chainsaws. If anybody has old home lights laying around, I need 2 of them. I got to make a sign for Mainly Off Grid. If you haven't seen his channel, please go look. There's a cabin that has been very properly nicknamed the Home Light Hotel. And if I can't find them, it's just going to be 2 chainsaw bars that say Home Light Hotel. If I find what I'm looking for, it's going to have 2 chainsaws sticking out of it that say Home Light Hotel. Old guy, if you're still in here, how's the old Husqvarna running? Good? It's treating you well? You get it tuned up? Oh, I'm showing 15. Let me finish this and we'll start the 660. I promise. Yeah, hold on. I know. One job at a time here. All right, that's all nice, uniform, and shiny. Did I just do it while I was talking? That was kind of fun. I'm just gonna go this way, make sure she's even Steven. So yeah, the 660 I think is gonna live with a 36-inch bar. Because everybody knows bigger is better. And then the 038's probably gonna live with a 24, 25. They're about the same. which I think I have a 25 on there now, but I want to put a light bar on it. My body hurts. And then the 038 is like a 72 cc. I think there might be a 76 cc saw showing up. That's going to get a 28. What else? I'm trading one knockoff saw for 5 chainsaws tomorrow. In that mix is like a steel 170, a steel, oh, yeah, that crappy place. For those of you that don't know, me mainly work together. And actually, I'm going to ask you guys the question that he asked me, and I want to see everybody comment, so there better be 34 comments in a minute. I need everybody to name the best Patrick Swayze movie. Don't let me down, folks. Everybody, 34 people, best Patrick Swayze movie. I'll wait. There are wrong answers, just real outdoor living. What? None of them? How could you say that? You have to pick. You got to pick one. Michael Braun, I don't even know if I ever, I don't think I've seen Black Dog. I'm going to have to add it to the list. I'm going to have to find time to watch that. So funny story. I knew mainly for all of like a couple hours, a work day. And he came in, oh, I'm a professional. Well, boy, did I change him. Yeah, first question within one day of working. The answer I gave was Roadhouse, which is the right answer. Dirty Dancing is not at the top of the list. Close second. If anybody, I don't think anybody said it. No, nobody said it yet. The original Red Dawn? Come on, people. Get with the program. Point Break, that's my number 3. We're getting somewhere. And then the other very important question that needs to be asked, very important question, is everybody's favorite Disney movie. This one, there is no wrong answer to. If you give me a Pixar movie, it's fine. Disney owns Pixar now. Everybody might be shocked by what my favorite Disney movie is. Come on. Another one with none of them? Look at that. A man right there. It says Beauty and the Beast. That is the toughest. He doesn't even use sawmill. He just saws through them with his teeth. I'm a huge country music fan. Mainly, don't ask him about country music. God, there's going to be no material left by the time I'm done with this. Bambi vs. Godzilla. Does Bambi win? Just goes to his father, teach him how to fight Godzilla? Or his mother? I think mother and father got shot. So I haven't watched the movie in... Actually, no, I can't. I'm lying. Oh, Spaceballs? Yes, please. Barf! Not in here, pal. This is a Winnebago. All right, this thing's looking sweet. Jacob. Time out. I'll pause the live. Everybody pause. I got to text you after this. Your saw is right here with a beautiful hand file done on it. Let me get it so you can see a tooth. This is much harder. There it is. Look at that. Beautiful hand file. This is Jacob K. Steel MS 194T. Hand filed it today. And then I need to text him after this and find out if he wants to put a muffler on it or if I'm just ghettoing it. And by ghetto, I mean I'll make it nice, but how cute Jacob's in here. Bearded Viking. Ooh. Beards and woodworking. Pfft. Perfect. Come on, come on. This is going to be a carving bar by the time I'm done it. All right. I'll start it. I got almost 20 likes. I have to start it. We'll start with the 194T. It's bone stock. It's quiet. Let's make some noise, folks. What time is it? It's only 11 o'clock. The missus just messaged me. She's coming home. Better do this quick. All right, 194T. Let's start here. I don't know if I've started this yet. A little primer. Hopefully there's some petrol in it. Whoo-wee. That was weak. All right, everybody put headphones in. This is what a muffler should look like. She rips, she's gonna rip. I don't even know if there's gas in this, by the way. So if not, I'm sorry. Let's see what happens. Before I start yanking on this, let's check. I ordered fuel caps for this, a factory cap, because this one's leaking. There's China. So let's see. That's a chainsaw. Look at these little cutie, little father-son action. That's more like old grumpy grandpa and a grandkid pissing him off. What the hell's happening? Y'all are getting crooked here. Yeah, that's where it's at. That's a good time. I don't hear a kid crying on the monitor, so nobody woke up. That's a plus. We'll get this one more once over. Hopefully we're cutting in a straight line tomorrow. If not, I'm gonna have some arched wood. I hope you all enjoyed that. The subtle two-stroke in the air calms me, makes me, I think it lowers your oxygen levels, so it's soothing, you know? It helps you sleep at night. But this is feeling good. This is looking good. Now we're gonna blow her out. Look at this mess I got in here. Loud noises, I'm sorry. Come on, get in there. Ain't that a beat? See, oh, This has a replaceable tip. It's definitely not the quality of a factory steel bar. I just got to be nicer to it and make sure things work. All right, let's spin you back around here. So I show you. Ooh, what's the bed coming off? I gotta order a tip for this. I don't, but I'm gonna, because they're cheap. Michael Braun. I'm gonna do this for fun, chainsaw repair, man. I'm not a commercially, no. I just, let's see, can you see behind me? I got shelves of chain. Oh, big helmet in the way. That's the old home light selection. Just about everything runs. Some of them need a little bit of carb work. The big home light does not. That I got some spark issues I gotta attend to, but new job, firewood, the other things come first before toys. So yeah, I started out with cars. I think I went over this earlier. I started out working on cars when I was young. Old, new, go fast, go slow, lifted. And I got married. You get married, you don't have any money. So I had to downsize. I went to tractors. I was working on old tractors, just keeping old things running. I don't like throwing things out. And then I had a kid, and they're not cheap. So I downsized to chainsaws. So one day when I have another kid, I'm gonna downsize to probably like Matchbox cars. My watch is telling me that I'm in a loud environment and I hit over 100 decibels. I'm shocked. The new job is like working on a Star Trek spaceship, to be honest. I don't know much about it. Most of the words they use sound made up. Is this tip loose? That could be the problem. We might have to hit this with a hammer. Yeah, so the new job is super, super wild. They shoot laser beams. Oh man, this thing is smoked. And that's not from what I did to it. Shit. The lunch is not as cheap as my last job, but it's very good. People I work with, super nice, super, super smart. He's an engineer without the degree. I've never seen so many engineers actually go to a random person and say, hey, I need to know if this is going to work. He knows exactly. So I work with scientists and science. I'm very happy I'm stuck with the guy I'm stuck with. He's super nice, super informative. He's answering all my smart and dumb questions. I haven't asked him his favorite Disney movie or Patrick Swayze movie yet, so are we really friends yet? But he's been in this trade for 35 plus years working with science. But yeah, job's going great. Thank you for asking. And don't tell anybody, but when old guy's going for his hikes in the morning, I might set him up in my truck just to see what it's like out there, not driving to work every day. So this is starting to separate. I don't know if you guys can see this wiggle. I shouldn't have that much wiggle. Let's throw the chain in here. That could be a huge part of my problem right now. And I don't have the fancy tool to tighten this. By tighten, I mean the groove in the bar. So I didn't do much plunge cutting. That's not bueno. I don't know if you guys can see what's happening here, but I have a lot of play in this. So technically what I should do is pinch this bar so that it holds that better, but I'm probably not gonna. Probably not gonna. Hopefully it cuts straight now. That's all I'm kind of worried about. It's sharp. Let's mount it on the saw. Let's have some fun here. Oh, my feet are cold. Crocs are not good winter attire, turns out. It's weird. Who would have thought? Just riding the struggle bus. Everybody enjoy. Come on, baby, dropping that sprocket. Okay, hold yourself there. Don't let that fall. Here's a bad sign right here. Everybody look at this. If you take your clutch cover off and you see darkness like this, that, do I still have a tuning screwdriver in my pocket? That's all metal. Nope. But yeah, that is part of the bar that I didn't want to be in there. That is metal. That is not good. That's not just sawdust. Oopsie. So I'm hoping it's not an oiler issue. It was just a me issue. That's a noodle, baby. Boil that thing up and throw some sauce on it. Let's see. Look at that. I don't know if it's magnesium, but a metal cover. You don't get that on other cheap ass saws. You could even see this chain is dry. I'm hoping it's not a pump issue. I probably should have checked it with everything off, but I didn't. There it goes. But yeah, she's back together. I've done nothing to this other than put a loud muffler, tune it good, and if you haven't seen it, go check out the short. This thing is an animal. 28-inch bar is good on it, but the wood I'm getting, it's not enough, so this saw can handle like a 40-inch bar. So I ordered a 36 for it, a Farmac, a light bar. I bought it with Amazon points because I'm cheap. And a couple extra chains, but all that in a bag of chips. There she is. Look at her shining. Woo! It's like a disco ball. I'm hoping the light bar stops it from being so look at that's kind of cute. Look at this little guy. Not bad. This is a cool little saw. I'll try it out tomorrow. See how it does. See if I can ruin it for him. I got the whole kit and caboodle out. Let's see. Yeah, it's adorable. Stop looking at me like that. All right, old purple people eater. We've been cutting with everything. This is 024. That's an oldie. That's from the 80s. Another oldie, old steel 029. I just sucked the oil out of it. I think the oiler hose is broken to the pump, but it's got a red lever, which if nobody knows what a red lever is, that's a first generation. This I haven't even cut with yet, but I brought it up. This is my Husky, what is this, 137 Steel 029. This saw is super clean and it rips. MS 260 Pro with a new Forester light bar on it. Shiny. This is getting gone tomorrow. I should sharpen that quick because he's gonna probably want to use it. And then here's the F380. That I should probably sharpen. This I should probably sharpen. But I don't know where I put. I'm missing so much stuff because my garage is a filthy mess. But I don't know if that stone will work on this. This chain's not dull, but it could be sharper. I'm giving it away at this point. I'm getting 5 broken chainsaws for 1 running chainsaw, so. But this could probably use a touch-up. Let's check this old gal out. Yeah, so the Husky 137, that saw, it's nothing against the saw. It was how it was taken care of. I'm waiting for it to blow up. But I put a pipe on it and tuned it, and that thing is an animal. It's incredible. Let's get back to the good stuff here. Oh, almost knocked that one over. Put this old gal up here. What's this chain? This chain ain't bad at all. I might not even sharpen this. I might just keep sending it. And she looks good. She looks real good. Little washed over, but that might be a hand filer. Yeah, that Husky 137, man, that thing, it's a great, like, trail limbing saw. It's super light. It cuts like a rocket. It's so fast. Sorry, I'm walking around with you here. Get the little top handle out of the way. The pity's still not running. I haven't had time to work on it. Let me grab my mount here. You can come look at my dirty workbench that I've just been neglecting to do anything with. Trying to get house projects done. Get your up front and center. I'll do a quick touch up on this. This is what a bar looks like when it's not been overheated. My new ear pro out of the way, which I ordered new earplugs, and they're not good enough for running these saws. Let me do this here. Take a look at that. Look at all those chains I got to take care of. Aim me up at the sky for a minute while I adjust you and do the old flipperoo. Boom. Now I can kind of see what you're saying while I'm doing stuff. Okay, you good enough to see what's happening? I'm going to pull out a brand new file for this. Of course, these are labeled. A big one. This is going to be a quick hand file. The secret to knowing where you started. A paint pen. Wipe one of these off, get the oil off. Paint it red. Bam, custom. So I know that's where I start. Oh yeah. That's it. That tooth is sharp. Yeah, it depends. Save the old carb. If you didn't get rid of it, save it. You never know. Some of these Chinese carbs I have issues with. You put them on and then they won't hold a tune. And it's weird. Some carburetors last, some of them don't. The diaphragms and some of the Chinese ones harden right away. Definitely save the old one. I always throw a rebuild kit in it. That one was chunky. I'm hoping to finish the firewood pile tomorrow. I hope. I'm trying to set up a play date with my little guy and my buddy's daughter, we're splitting the wood down the middle, so this is a lot of work, the amount of wood I got for one guy, and he just got an insert, so he's been burning through some wood. I just ordered I think I ordered skip chains for this and the 660 just to, they're Chinese clones, so I don't want to beat them up too bad. I want them to last as long as I can. I think I got one more saw to sharpen after this. My buddy fell in love with that old 029, the newer 029 I got. And he wants that one, but my neighbor gave me that saw for doing some work, so I don't want to get rid of it. So I bought that red lever 029, which I wanted to keep, but he's been one of my good friends for years, so I told him I'd build it just like the other one, identical, same dog, same muffler mod. I might change the sprocket on it. It's got a 404 sprocket, so it's got a bigger chain, so it's a little bit more mass for it to throw around. I might downsize it to like a 035, just to get a little more speed. But I got to pull the muffler off that, modify it, see what the cylinder looks like. If it's bad, I won't give him that one. I'll just run it till failure. And then those 029s are super, not super, but they're just a pain in the ass to pull apart. Some of these you pull this top cover off, and the 4 bolts you can pull your cylinder right out and replace. That 029, you got to take it fully apart, which sucks. This chain, for a cheap stock Farmac chain, has held up very well. I've been cutting, this is 2 weekends now, just straight cutting with it. And I find myself grabbing this for bucking. It's a little bit lighter than the 660, but the 25-inch bar, I don't have to bend over as much. I kind of just do it from standing height. Saves my back a little bit because my back needs saving. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but it's super chunky on my first couple swipes, and then it smooths out nice like that. So you know you're getting to where you want to be. Keep the angles the same, stop it from turning. I'm doing some down pressure to get in the gullet. I do a couple swipes, a little bit up. I'm not removing much material, but enough. Good wife's on her way home. She has no idea I'm alive, so you'll hear her come in the garage and go, "Why is the house a mess?" or something along those lines. All right, now I'm back to my red one. I can't do this both sides like Buck and Billy Ray tells you to. I'm just not that good. So I flip her around. And put her back in the vise. I bought these vise jaws thinking they would help me. They're making it so much harder. They fall off like that whenever I go to adjust them. And I don't know. I should have ordered the right size. That probably would have helped it a little bit, but they were cheap. Probably shouldn't have done it, but I did it, and we're here. We're using it. And you got to make it super tight now to hold that. Let me see if I can get you in here good. Just so you get an idea. I'll get you out of the words. Yeah, let me flip this around. Let me flip it so you don't have to see my ugly mug again. All right, here we go. Now I should be able to see what I'm looking at, so I know if you're looking at what I'm looking at, and I should be able to read it. Okay. Where's my red tooth? We'll start in there. This is why my finger's all like calloused here, because I use it as my guide. I'll try not to this time. Am I getting in the way? I'll do this. This is uncomfortable for me, but I'm going to do it for the people. A lot of people, I can't even say I use my chainsaws a lot. I just like them. But again, I don't do this commercially. I just do this for fun. I'm going to straddle the camera here. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm just a fun chainsaw using guy. Hard part is when they sit. Gas goes bad. You get water in the gas. If you don't use it much and you want to store it, that True Fuel stuff, True Fuel's a little janky. Steel makes a good product. The name brand companies, but I see a lot of people have issues with that True Fuel. I used it for winterizing my lawnmower, anything two-stroke that I'm not using. I dump that in just so it will last all winter and start for me in the spring. But I don't run that on a daily. It's A, it's too expensive, and B, you don't get as much power out of that True Fuel. Dang, Craig. I'm not using sports. I just like chainsaws. Hockey, though. And I'm terrible for the hockey team. I'm an Islanders fan. They suck. I gotta figure out where to put you, because I feel like I just put my arm in the way. Come on, tripod, you're letting me down. Beautiful. Craig, you'd be happy to know I've been cutting a ton of firewood. Smoking bars, smoking chains. I had the old 660 buried in a log today. And evidently it stopped oiling while I was scudding it. She is unhappy. So I dressed that bar a little while ago, sharpened the chain on my new sharpener, which is much more convenient when the chain's bad. This is just a quick touch up. Just a quickie. Not even going to touch the rakers on this one. My upper body's getting hot doing this, but my toes are frozen. Hope everybody's having a good night. Wifey should be home soon, so I'll finish this. Probably file one more saw. And I go spend time with her before she goes to bed to go back to work. All right, back to the beginning. Let's grab another one. Old guy, thank you very much for swinging by. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you have a good night, and hopefully I'll see you on one of your walks soon, one of these mornings again. Enjoy the scenery before I get stuck. Thanks again for coming by. Okay. Oh, I heard the wife. She's gonna catch me. There you go. You should be cleaning the garage instead of working on it. And she's not wrong. Hello? I'll make her hop. Hello? I'll make her get on the live. Yeah, she should get on my YouTube live and give me an extra like.
Motherfucker, I worked on your shit today.
You edited videos?
I did, so you better watch who you're talking to.
I hope everybody on the live hears you.
That's okay, I'm your chief editor.
She is no, she's back to being my chief editor because she started editing videos today.
I'm sorry, I was busy at work. Every time I bring the computer to work, I'm busy.
Guys, it's been 3 months since I've posted a video.
Where is this gravedigger?
In that box over there. It's super light. What is it?
It's a, 2 foot tall gravedigger.
Like a remote control one?
Yes.
It's very light.
Okay.
We got a grave digger, y'all. All right, we're going to sharpen one more. Then I'm going to go see my wife.
My wife?
My wife. I'll be in a little bit, honey.
What?
I'll be in a little bit.
I locked your truck.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you.
Again, this is just a touch-up. A couple bad teeth in here. Nothing too crazy. upward pressure, get rid of that. One more, boom, look at that. Beautiful. This one I took the rakers down a little aggressive. The guy using it, my buddy, he's new to the chainsaw world, so he's not quite figured out. He's getting it. Second weekend of doing it. He's at the point where he's learning to control his pressure. See, that one's got a good little nick in it. We'll get rid of that. I should have used the new electric one. Why don't you disappear? That one's got a good nick in it. There must, ooh. Ooh. That one's chunky. Oh, down pressure, getting the gullet. Oof. You could hear that one's not happy. Ain't gonna be much left of this one. Come on, old girl, get out of there. Putting a ton of upward pressure trying to get that to chew itself out. This tooth might be might be getting sacrificed to not look good. I got one other trick up my sleeve, but that is rolled way over. You could hear it. Oh, she doesn't want to pull through. Dang. This one might just live like that, all messed up. He hit the ground a couple times, I can tell you that. But it happens. He's new. I don't mind. Next, I got to teach him how to sharpen. Ooh, there's another one. That one's really bad. It's going to take a while for that one to work through. I'm hitting it now. Oh well. Not all of them are bad, so that's good. That one's rolled over to the corner, so give it a little extra love there. Good upward pressure. I'm going to break a hole. New cutting edge on that, just like that. Now it's nice and straight. I don't know how much you can tell on the video, but hopefully you can see what's happening here. This is the only saw he's used for like the last 2 weekends. He loves this thing. So we'll build him one just like it. Watch this burr flake off. Ooh, ooh, can you guys see that? See? Oh, there she goes. Show 'em. A lot of dang teeth on this. I don't know how well the microphone, wow, I can't speak, I'm getting tired. How well the microphone picks it up, but you can hear as the file smooths out. That little flick I'm doing is just taking off that burr. The burrs will come off as you cut, but you can kind of see the edge when I do it. Yeah. Yeah, we've been cutting I had a logging truck full of log length wood delivered, so I've been going to town on that with just about everything. As the saw runs out of fuel, I just pick up another one and keep going. But my buddy's been using this old 029 a lot, and he's new, so it's hit the dirt a couple times. It's not terrible, but it's not the best. That one's a little guy. So yeah, we got the 066 sharp or 660 sharpen, 038 nice and sharp, and now the 029. We'll after this one, I'm gonna hit the hay. Sadly, I'm not even halfway done yet. Where the hell's my middle point? Did my paint wash off? My paint washed off. Oh, you know why? Because I didn't mark this one. Oh no, I did right there. Did I overdo it already? Yeah, that one looks good. That one's good. All right, so I'm halfway there. Let's flip her on over. All right, let me back you up here. Yes, honey? Oh. What'd you get? You had? Is there anything for me?
This is Matthew's. That box by the coat closet is yours.
Can I open it? Or is it a gift?
It's one of your Christmas presents.
Ooh, Santa came early. Do I want to open it?
What?
We're not good with surprise gifts, huh?
I didn't say you could open it.
Oh, I just asked. I thought you said I could open it.
I didn't say yes.
Well, you didn't say no either. I got 20 likes. I feel like I should open it.
What? Who's on?
I don't know. Craig's here. Old Guy Hustle was on. Jim was on earlier. Jakey was on.
Friends.
The good wife says, hi, friends. All right. All right, I should be done in like 5 minutes, hopefully. She's going to put jammies on. I don't know about anybody else, but my wife will go to bed like she's dressed for the Arctic. And then have a fan on and heated blanket, and then complain that she's hot when she sleeps. Come on, old girl. There it goes. Craig, do you Do you hand file or are you an electric guy? Cause I just use my new sharpener and I'm turning into an electric guy. I would have been done with every chain by now. Hello, Jay. How are you on this fine evening? It feels like now it's still 48 degrees in here. Just me moving's warming me up. There's that nice burr. Let's see if I get you guys like right over this. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm very new to all of this. People ask questions sometimes. I'm like, well, how do you do it like that? Well, I don't know. I just kind of watched enough YouTube videos to figure it out. I don't know if this is gonna. Yeah, let me show you quick. I got this. It's definitely an Oregon clone. It's a Carlton. It's an older one. But I just put a new. Oh man, it works so well. I mean, I got a wall, not a lot, but a wall of chains over there, and it makes very quick work. And I have to say, if you're not touching up like this, it's probably not worth it. But like the one chain I put on there is pretty gnarly, and it worked out great. This I probably could have thrown on there. He's beating this up pretty good. Try to get this so it's actually over the work here. I don't know if you guys ever see Buck and Billy Ray. He kind of hovers over the top. I just can't get into it. I can't do it. Sorry, Buckin. I wish you'd watch my videos and yell at me. Steve, what do you mean? How some teeth are a little bit shorter than the others? This isn't the saw I've been running, but some of these have been run into the dirt pretty hard. New guy on the saw, you know? Yeah. They definitely all have their purpose, but I guess when you're in the middle of the woods and you don't have a generator or an outlet, it's hand filing was the way to go. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell. This tooth, that one's real beat up. But new guy in a saw, it's gonna happen. Just firewood. It's alright, he doesn't know any better if it cuts good or not. I might even throw a raker gauge on this just for fun. I never usually do, but I don't know why. It's an uncomfortable position, but something about this is soothing to me. I've definitely gotten significantly better at hand filing since I started this 6 months ago. Every once in a while, I put my gauge on it to see, like, hey, are you hitting 30 degrees? I think it's just muscle memory at this point. Yeah. The one day I put a pretty big locust down in my backyard. By the time I got bucking it, I went through like 3 different saws. It was standing deadwood, so it was rock hard. I said, oh, let me just hand file them. And my hand got like stuck. It was just stuck holding the file. I said, well, why stop now? I don't know if you could see that bird coming off, but break it, and there's my nice flat edge. The only thing I worry about with the electric sharpener is if I overheat them, I know it's hard to touch up with a hand file once it's hardened. Yeah, like this is a little baby tooth at this point. Plenty of life left in her. Cut into the line, you know? If he hits anything else tomorrow, he's going to have to learn how to hand file real quick. He watched me do it just touching it up the other day. It was like 3 or 4 drags per tooth. It wasn't much. The tree fellow, what's happening, man? I was checking out your channel the other day. I try to keep tabs on everybody, see what's going on. Hoping they do the same to me. All right, back to square one. I have a new raker gauge. I knew where it was. I'd use it. Oh, they're right in front of me. That's a shocker. I don't think I'm going to need to. This is maybe a swipe or two. I like to hope, the only reason, I know why my left side are a little bit smaller than my right, and it was, these were fairly well damaged. I think I had a couple of them that were pretty gnarly. Like here, you could tell he hit something metal. I don't know if you could snap, you really can't see, but there's a chunk missing out of that thing. And to get it out, that's deeming to be something I don't really want to deal with right now. One, two thing, it's just the firewood. But yeah, I think that's why I just used my new electric sharpener and I fell in love with it. Like I took these down pretty good. I don't even know if I have anything there to touch. Just bucking firewood. I go pretty aggressive. I probably shouldn't, but I'm still gonna send it. Hell, Steve, I'll take it. Yeah, I'm barely licking that now. Probably not even worth it. He's new, so I took these down initially thinking I was gonna end up running this saw for a little bit, but I never actually use a gauge. I kind of just shit. Some of them I've taken a die grinder to and just really let it eat. Yeah, I'm barely. And sometimes I have to say I usually do I'll normally take my rakes down before, so if I mess up and hit the tooth, it's not the end of the world. I'll just try to take these down somewhat evenly. I'm not super worried about it. She'll eat. It's only a 20-inch bar on this, so. Yeah, so I used to, not that I was a tree guy, but I was a mechanic for a landscaper by me. And when I was slow in the shop, I'd go out and help the tree guy. I was a ground guy, and I'd sharpen for him. Just bullshit. I wasn't good. I was like 23, 24, something like that. But I enjoyed the work. Running a chipper for some reason was fun. And he used to have me touch up his saws. And he said every second sharpen. Just 2 passes. That's all he wanted. Now that I'm into chainsaws, I want to see these things chew through it. I actually just bought that Oregon gauge. But my buddies finally have the second weekend running a chainsaw. He's been helping me. I told him I'd split the wood with him. If he helps me with it, he could have half. He heats his house with wood too, and he's running low. So I said, you help, you can have it. So we've been helping each other. Get it cutting around, stacking. Next, I got to move it into the back to split it, which I may just split it up front and destroy the lawn a little bit, but whatever. Just grass. And I already touched these. Just double checking. Yeah, these are all done. So, another one bites the dust. Oh. You know how your blades, you know when your blade's sharp? I didn't even feel that go into me. Come on, focus. That's how you know you did it good. Oof. Damn, Steve. 48 years. Well, I hope you're all right from it. I'm over here admiring my sharpness. You'd think somebody would say, "Ow." I'm like, damn, I did a good job. Damn, Steven, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I have a lot of back problems. Not falling out of a tree. I fell on ice, and a year and 8 months pretty much laying in bed waiting on surgery. Where am I going here? 64. Good for you, man. I got rods and screws in me. I'm only 35. I feel like I'm 64 some mornings, but no, I'm doing good. My little guy, I got a son that's 4. He keeps me going good. Yeah, I've climbed. I don't know if you want to check out my channel. I think there's one video. I had a hair up my ass and said, I'm going to buy climbing gear. Bought spurs, a belt, and everything. And I've only climbed about 5 trees, but comfortable in them, but definitely very leery of my big ass falling out and getting hurt. I can't afford to do that ever again. But I'll show you what else. I don't know how many guys have. This is just there's a bunch in back still, but that was a pool in, I forget the model, by J.C. Penney. Steel, what is that? God, I haven't worked in here. D44 McCulloch, Junkie Craftsman. This is kind of turned into my home light shelf. Old Craftsman, 2.3. I got 3 super easy automatics, 2 XL12s, the Super XL, the Superwood 66, and another little Eager Beaver. on the floor. This I'm getting rid of tomorrow. It's an early knockoff before they were cool. Guys traded me 5 non-running saws. He had a tree go down, and the only one I'm really interested in is you got a steel 031. Farmac 660, that got an electric sharpen tonight. Farmac 380, got by hand. A little purple people eater. Husky I haven't touched in the last 2 weeks. That 029, I think the oil line's no good in it. 024 I haven't started. That was my old man, so he got in like the 80s. And I used the 260 a little bit today. This little thing, this Beaver log roller, man. Oh, that thing great to me. Wonderful. This is my buddy Jake's. Just did a little hand file on that. Let me grab a chair. I don't know how much you guys want to hang out with me, but I'm gonna sit and hang out. Drink a bottle of water. See, now my back hurts. It's catching up to me. Two rods and 8 pins. One destroyed vertebrae. 216 pounds. Oh, shit. When I started climbing a year ago, I was probably 270. That makes me look like I'm bald. I've lost a lot of weight in the last year. I'm down to like 230, 240. I'm floating between, but I definitely feel a lot better. Hopefully it's better on my back. I'm filthy today. Yeah, back pain sucks, man. I've had it. I was 20. I think I was 24 when I fell. I had 2 bulging discs from working, and I slipped, landed flat on my ass, and they ruptured. And I fought with workman's comp for a year and 8 months just to get it covered, and I finally got my surgery. I had a micro discectomy where they just cut the bulge out. I was my L5S1, and surgery, I had one of the top back surgeons in the area, and it worked great. I was back to work. I started doing steel work, welding buildings together and shit. And we went on our honeymoon. I came back from my honeymoon. My wife made this nice little breakfast. And I went, damn, my back's really starting to hurt. Thank God it didn't happen in Hawaii, because when I asked the doctor what I would have had to do, they said I would have most likely had to pay for a specialized plane to take me back home. My original surgery let go, and I mean the nerve damage. My left leg still tingles and it's numb. My foot's pretty much numb. I call it the dead foot, like Mr. Deeds. But yeah, it was like the day or two after I got back. I fell February 19th. I think it was 23. No, 2013, not 23. Could have been 2014. And then I had surgery again. This year later, so I fell like February 19th. I think I had my surgery a year later, February 15th, after fighting for so long. And then my second surgery was February 3rd of 7 years ago. That's when they put rods and screws in. You can't break titanium, so I guess I'm good. But keeping the weight down's big. When they explained to me, like, hey, you're 300 pounds. Every time you bend over, you're putting over 1,000 pounds of torque on your back. I was like, eesh, that's not good. 12 vertebrae destroyed. 6 months to get, damn, that sucks, man. Well, I hope you're doing all right now. I was hoping, my doctor, when I first had the surgery, said, oh, in 10 years, they're probably going to be able to 3D print you a new one. And I was like, that'd be kind of cool. So when I went, I said, is there any chance at the time, I don't know what they do now, they probably 3D print you a new one, but they could put a they pull out the actual vertebrae of the bad section and they put titanium, like a pillow in, titanium disc with like a polymer bushing. I told the doctor, I was like, you just put a grease fitting back there, I'll keep up on it. And the way they did my first surgery, they had to drill through the vertebrae. Because they drilled through it, they said it wasn't strong enough to hold the mount. So fusing was my only option. If they could 3D print me a whole new back, I'd do it. I get very nervous. I try not to cowboy up. Last year I was moving logs. I could barely wrap my arms around, and not anymore. I'm splitting them with an axe before I do it. Not even an axe. I'm splitting with a chainsaw, ripping them in half, just so I don't hurt myself again. Now that I'm an adult, I'm not a kid. I got a kid and a wife and a family to worry about, and a mortgage, bills. I can't miss a day of work. That is for sure. I got too many people that rely on me. Not that they rely on me, but that I feel like they need to rely on me, and they don't. My wife's very proud of her. She's done very well. But yeah, now we're just sitting in the garage talking shit. I never do this on my lives. I never just sit back. I mean, I was trying to keep busy, keep the views up, but tonight was a good night. I had a lot of people in here. It's nice to see. Hopefully somebody learned something or what not to do. How not to cook your chainsaw bar and cut smiley faces and everything. I'm trying to, downsize the vintage saws. I thought I would keep up with them and do more. I wanted to use them, but something about them, I don't want to ruin them. I got most of them running. I think there's like 3 of them that don't run. But I don't know. I kind of went crazy and, oh, let me get a steel, let me get this, let me get that. And I want to stick to one. But I really want to get to like the performance side of it, porting them and changing timing and see what you can get out of them. I haven't ventured that far into it. It's just for fun. But I had somebody from one of the Facebook groups interested in a good chunk of my home light collection. But I don't know if I want to deal with shipping out probably a couple 100 pounds of chainsaws. That Super Whiz is probably 30, 40 pounds. I don't know, probably be easier to put it on a pallet and ship a whole pallet, but I don't know. I'd rather somebody locally. I feel bad them sitting on the shelves. It's cool to look at, but I'm not doing anything with them. I feel like somebody else can enjoy them. But I don't know if you guys are yawning, but I'm getting sleepy. I don't even know what time it is. God, it's after midnight and you guys are still awake? I'm going to bed at like 9 o'clock. I feel like an old man. My 2 a.m. mornings in the garage and waking up at 7 and 6 or 4 are not happening, that's for sure. I switched jobs for anybody that hasn't been here since the beginning. I was at a job almost a decade. Loved it. Loved the people I worked with. They're still family. And the company, I shouldn't say the company, it was just, I can't go into details, but it was a laboratory. The lab is closing in the next 5 to 8 years, and I would never make my 20 years with the union to get my retirement. So I think I made the better decision. I left. I went to another lab, different studies. It's like working on a Star Trek spaceship. I don't know anything what I'm doing. I thought I was smart, and then I went there, and now I feel like an idiot. I have a lot to learn. And the guy I'm shadowing's been doing it 35, 40 years, and he's incredible. A ton of knowledge, and he answers all my questions, which is good. He's not one of those guys that's afraid to teach you. So it's definitely a very interesting, different way of life. I went from an old building to a modern science lab. It's crazy. I don't know how much I could tell about it, but it's wild. It's like walking into a Star Trek spaceship. Everything's shiny. There's lights everywhere. There's beeps and boops, and It's crazy. One day I'll find out how much I could tell, and I'll tell you like a link to look up on YouTube. But I think that's going to be it for the night. This is probably my longest live yet. 120. At 120 minutes, I'm signing off. I got 30 seconds. Drink a bottle of water. Go upstairs, pee 5 times, and go to bed. Steve, I'm going to make sure to subscribe. I'm actually going to screenshot this because I don't know. That way I could still find you. I've never subscribed to anybody. Good night, Craig. Craig, thank you very much for staying. Hopefully you're out bucking wood tomorrow. Or hopefully you're home relaxing. I got a couple more logs done. Hopefully a couple hours tomorrow I'll be all set. But for everybody that hung around for a while, I appreciate it. For those of you just checking in, good morning, good afternoon, good night. That's how I usually start and end my videos. But I'm gonna go to bed. So the 5 of you watching, hit that like button. Steve, start a YouTube, man. Anything. I needed a hobby, so I went from cars, couldn't afford cars. I went to fixing old tractors, keeping old things alive, and then I couldn't afford tractors after I had my kid and a house and everything, so I went to chainsaws, and now that's blown up. I think I had 30-something saws at one point, and I've slowly lessened the amount that I have. I have hair underneath this hat, a full head, but it's cold in here. Yeah, I'll explain it while 5 of you are in here. The whole good dad was the get up and do it dad. After my son was born, I was working, and I felt like I had to do so much, and I lost my hobbies. I lost doing things. It was just work around the house, go to work, mow the lawn. And I constantly had people asking me how to do things, and so I wanted to turn it into more of a informational, like, this is what I do, and I get my son involved with everything. He knows. I don't put him on video a lot because when I'm with him, I try to just have me and him time. We went for a hike the other night, so I filmed a short. At 5 o'clock at night, it's pitch black. I get home from work, and he says, "Daddy, I want to go for a hike." I said, "All right." And he goes, I said, "It's dark out." And he said, "Well, give me one of those lights that goes on my head." He's 4, and he's the best thing that ever happened to me. But kids will definitely change your mentality in life. And that he sure has, so. He's the best. Soon, one day I'll have another one. Don't tell my wife. She wants one now, but I gotta get more time on the job before I start telling him, hey, I'm gonna take off to have a baby, so. But yeah, I do a lot with him. That's why I don't film a lot, so I'm usually with him, but I get him in there. He's a big help. He stacks wood with me, so it's good. Teaching him young to work, good work ethic. That's what my father taught me. Work, be honest. And he'll go places in life, hopefully, so. Hopefully he's smart. He's too smart, but 4 years old, he knows how the tractors work, the quads work. He knows how to start a chainsaw. He's just not strong enough yet. So he's my little buddy. He's sleeping, thank God. But I'm actually gonna hang up now. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm exhausted, and I got more firewood to cut. Maybe I'll put a live up while I'm bucking wood tomorrow. Listen to these things sing. So I appreciate everybody coming by. It was nice talking to everybody. Steve, hopefully I see you again. Steve, if you want another channel to look up, Mainly Off Grid. It's spelt like the state Maine, M-A-I-N-E-L-Y, Off Grid. It's a good friend of mine, old coworker. Jim, he's another everything's outdoors with him. He's got a beautiful sawmill. He's cutting logs. We built a cabin. He built a pavilion. He's got 40 acres in Maine. He's another one of those guys you work with that turns into being your brother. Check out his channel. Craig's Cords, definitely go look. Anybody you see here, just click on their channel, like, subscribe. I've noticed the YouTube community's quite nice. Everybody's willing to talk, hang out, spread the love. So check everybody out, give you something to watch, hopefully. Have a wonderful night. Thanks for hanging out, but I need to go to sleep. Good night, Steve. Thanks. I don't even know how to turn this off. I'm still new at this, if you haven't noticed. Good night, everyone.